Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about basically a little history and the plans for 2023. So it's been years. I've been tuning on the, just family, friends, anybody that really wanted to, um, wanted to tune on their vehicle. I was the go-to guy. So about 8 months ago, I made it a little bit more official. Started a business page, started reaching out, and actually it's been quite successful. I've done a lot of customers so far, and for 2023, I want to continue that. I do plan to get a dyno eventually, but right now it's just mainly street and track tuning. So yeah, again, the goal for that, I just want to continue to grow and just be more. I'm always learning, and any tuner that says they're not is not doing it correctly. You can always learn, even older platforms, and it's always good to keep an open mind. So anyway, plans for my vehicles for 2023. So this is my 1988 Ford Mustang. I've had this car easily 15 years. Yeah, it's gone through many renditions over the years, and most recently, as you can see by the trailer setup, it has became second place in Hot Rod Drag Week in my class. I did it, you can see did it 3 years. 19, me and my boys, we came 25th out of 135. In 21, we came 4th out of roughly 140. And then in 2022, we came 2nd. So that was a really big goal for me in this car, is I wanted to become top 3 in my class before I retired this car from actively drag racing it. Currently it has a build LS engine. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. So currently it's just a stock block rod and piston deal, not anything too crazy. Still has stock like 799 cylinder heads, and then it's got a VS Racing 85/96 millimeter turbo, I want to say. And in this car, it's kind of chassis limited, just because it doesn't have a full roll bar, or roll cage I should say. It's only got a roll bar, which is technically limited to 10.0. So that's where I've ran this car for the past 4 or 5 years in basically 10.0 racing, 10.0 index racing. And I want to change that. So this car is going to go back to be a full street car. Like, the roll bars coming out. This engine is probably coming out because it's, like I said, it's built. So that's going to go in the other car I'll show you in a minute. And I want to put just a nice, like, 400-ish horsepower engine in this car with a stick shift, with AC. I want it to be 100% how it was when I was actually dailying this car years and years ago. I want that to be something me and my daughter can jump in and go cruise around, have a really good time in this. So that's the plan for this one. As we walk down, there's just a truck. It's my reliable diesel, and don't have much room here as far as parking. I don't have much, so everything basically lives on the street. It's got to be tagged and insured and live on the street. But anyway, so here is where the built motor is going. 1983 Ford Fairmont Futura. So the Futura's got a little bit different front end, and it's basically a trim model. But this is a 4-door, and this is what I wanted. I wanted something that we can build and basically pile in. And the goal is I want this car to run 850s. It's based on, if you could tell, these are Mustang 10-hole wheels. This is based on a Ford Fox body chassis. It's the same underpinning, same suspension. Literally everything underneath is the same. It's just a different body. So I already ordered and picked up an S&W race cars 850 cage for this. So that's the next big thing I want to install on this car, is put the cage in it. This actually has a 4.8 LS stock. It's from like a 2011 van. It's nothing crazy. It's a 4.8 LS turbo 400, and then it's got an 8.8 rear in it. So very, very basic setup. I dailied it for a little bit, and so yeah, so now this is going to get the built motor out of that, so this can go really fast, because I know that engine and turbo is capable of 1200 wheel horsepower, and that's roughly what it takes at this weight to go that fast. So it'll be definitely probably closer to its limits, but that's what I want, and you know, that's what we're gonna shoot for. Again, like I said, this car it's really basically stock body wise, and it's just been a nice summer cruiser. I don't know if it will start. I can see. Actually wanted to start up the Mustang too, but let's see if this guy will go. I don't know if it will. Oh, I hear the fuel pump. It's got a starter problem. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go. That might be today's time. Yep. One more time. Oh, okay. So that's, I don't feel like messing with it. That's one of the quirks that will be fixed when the new motor goes in. It needs a starter. So let's go back over to the Mustang. This car runs flex fuel and all that. It's got twin AEM pumps in it, Bosch 210 injectors. It's got a really good fuel system. So let's just see how this one does. I do have to, let's see if there's the power on. This has probably been sitting since I got back. We got back from drag week, because you can still see the numbers are still on it, since September. So let's see. It's got juice. Let's give it another prime. of the Fairmont to be a little quieter. So those are basically my goals and my company goals for 2023. I want to do ideally I want to change, you know, the engines over and get the Fairmont. We're actually going to push the Fairmont engine pretty hard. I want to leave the 4.8 in it and push that thing pretty hard. We're going to build a turbo kit around that engine, build you know, build the fuel system around it and everything. So I want to get that thing probably as far as, it's a Gen 4 bottom end, so it can handle some steam. So I want to just see how far we can push that. I probably guess it should probably go in the 950s or so. I don't think it's got too much more of that, because it like these at this weight, these cars usually, my cars are heavy. It's probably right around 3,400 pounds, which is kind of heavy, but 200 some pounds, and I don't really do too much weight reduction. It's got still steel doors, steel, you know, yeah, it'll get like a tubular K-member. That's about it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, we're gonna push this 4.8 pretty good. And yeah, I'm very excited for this car. I want this to be my full-on 850 certified drag and drive car. I want to do probably another hot rod drag week. I want to do a sick week. I want to actually really want to do a Rocky Mountain race week. Problem with that is Rocky Mountain race week is like a 20-hour drive from here. So to get there by itself is a little bit of a, you know, hassle. But one of the goals, I don't know if we'll do it in 23, but one of the goals is definitely get out to Rocky Mountain race week with this car and see what she's capable of doing. So hope you guys enjoyed, you know, my little 12-minute rant, I guess you could say. Any questions, or, you know, any guys want to, you know, see more of? I'm gonna try to document as much as I can of the Fairmont build, and I mean, I guess I can do the Mustang too, putting that back to stock, like pulling the roll bar out and all that stuff. And but really, I want to focus 23. I want to focus a lot on this car. I want it to be right, and if I do some local events in 23 with it, that'd be awesome. But really, the big goal is I want to get the cage in, turbo kit built, you know, get this thing turbocharged, and try to get the track with it for 23. I'm basically stay-at-home dad a lot of the week, so I take care of my daughter. So this definitely comes second to that. It's a tough balance trying to do take care of her and do the business and do all my projects. So just got to do things in moderation, and if it takes a year, it takes a year. Because 22, we just did drag week in that in 22, so probably going to skip, like I said, skip a drag and drive event for 23. As much as I don't want to, I just have to, between time, funds, all that, getting you know, everything in line, basically. So really excited for this car. This is going to be a really fun car. Can't wait to show you guys the progress and how the cage goes in, how we do the turbo kit, all that. And then we also have my 07, which is probably the most underrated, reliable car of my fleet. We literally just rebuilt the rear. It's got 150,000 miles on it, and she was starting to make some noise out of the rear, so we fully rebuilt the rear, replaced all the bearings, everything in it, and it is awesome. It runs so good. Just a stock engine, 2.3 Whipple on it, you know, so stock 3 valves. Well, any modular motor that is not an 0304 Cobra. Basically, the bottom end is limited to about 450 horsepower, 450 torque, right around there. Just the rods are very, very thin, or weak, I should say, not thin. Well, they are thin. And yeah, this car literally makes 430 wheel and 445 wheel torque. So it's right at the limit, but it's also been at the limit for the last 5 years, I want to say. So it'll probably go soon. But she's just a reliable, really, really fun cruiser. Me and the wife and the kid, we take this down to Ocean City, and yeah, this is just a really, really nice car that will probably get a built motor whenever the stock motor dies. All right, enough with the rambling. It was 12 minutes, now we're at 16 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, any questions, concerns, well, not really concerns, but any questions, you know, put them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And I'm super excited for 2023. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one.